In this video we are going to see ocean circulation, how the water of the ocean, is it circulating, is it moving. We know when we are standing in the beach, we can see the water, it is coming and it is going back again, it is coming, and we used to play in the water. So we are going to see what are the types of circulation we can see in the ocean. There is something magical about the walking bare feet on the seashore. The wet sand on the beach and the cool breeze and the seabirds, the smell of the salt in the air and music of waves. Everything is so fascinating. When we are going to beach, all of us, not only you people, small kids, even the aged ones, we are enjoying. Even those who are above 70, they also will enjoy, because all these things, it is means giving a freshness in our mind. So unlike a calm water on pond and lakes, ocean water keeping moving continuously. So whenever we are looking to our pond or in a well, we can't see the movement of the water. Even we are going to lakes also, if it is small lake, we can't see that the movement of water in the lake. But if it is little bit bigger, then we can see the waves there also. So when we are comparing with the lakes and ocean, we can see continuous movement, and we studied that one in smaller classes. What are the nature characteristics of a living thing, that is they are moving. So we can imagine like that sea water also, or ocean water also having the life, because it is moving continuously and it is never still. The movement that occurs in the ocean can be broadly categorized as waves, tide and current. So we are going to see three types of movements in the ocean. That is, first one, it is known as waves, that we all are very familiar. Then tides, and that also we may heard that in the name of day of this Paurnami and Amavasya. That days means the full moon day and new moon day, what is happening with the water level and everyday water level, like that things that you may heard from your grandparents or parents. The next one, it is ocean current. That is not that much familiar with us, because we can't see that one directly in the sea. We are moving to the first topic, that is waves. When you are playing throw ball on the beach and the ball falls into water, then what it will happen? It is a fun to watch how the ball gets washed back to the shore by the waves, because the water is coming, the water it is in the coming up and down. So the ball also will come with that water. That is very nice, and we all enjoyed whenever we visited beaches and shores. When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively, they are called waves. What is waves? Please underline. When the water of the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively, and that is known as the waves. So whenever we are seeing the some of the hairstyle like waves, and we used to say like that hair is in the form of wave, and many in movies, they are the artists, the lady artist or the heroine, they used to make like that in different forms of the hair. And in many South Indian movies, we can see the curly hairs or the wave hair. Okay, then during a storm, the wind blowing at very high speed from huge waves. What is happening when the storm means a high speed wind or powerful wind. When it comes, that time what will happen? The waves also becoming high because of this influence of this wind or storm. These may cause tremendous destruction. So otherwise also storm will make some destruction, and with storm it is coming in the seashore. Surely it will take a huge amount of water, and it may pour into the nearby areas like villages or cities. So it may make a big destruction or difficult to the people, those who are living in nearby area. The next one, the earthquake, a volcanic eruption or a underwater landslide can shift large amount of ocean water. What is happening whenever the earthquake comes, or the volcanic eruption, or the underwater landslide? It is making the shift of the ocean water. It is making the moving of ocean water. That also another reason for waves. As a result of huge tidal waves are called tsunami. So the which is coming the waves it is, and it is like a huge tidal wave, and which is forming like the 20-25 feet like that, or bigger than the buildings, like that is known as tsunami. And from where the tsunami word originated, that is here it is given. Do you know tsunami is a Japanese word that means the harbor waves, as the harbor gets destroyed whenever there is a tsunami. So it is a harbor wave, it is in the seashore wave. And why we are calling it like that? Because it is giving a drastic destruction in the area, harbor area. Then that may be a high as 15 meters is formed, that which in 2004 January 26th we also experienced the problem of tsunami in the coastal regions of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, then Andhra, then Andaman Nicobar islands they also face. So in that time it was to 15 to 20 meters height, that much height waves came to land. That's why the destruction happened, and some of the areas of Andaman Nicobar that submerged in the water. These waves travels at a speed of more than 700 kilometers per hour or 800 per hour. That is the speed of the tsunami, that is equal to the jet aeroplane which is flying on the sky. The tsunami of the 2004 caused a widespread damage in the coastal areas of India. In the Indira Point of Andaman and Nicobar Islands got submerged under the tsunami. Now that area is not there as a land, it is become the part of ocean. Which one? The Indira Point of Andaman Nicobar Islands. So like that different parts in the world, and because of this sea waves and tides, ocean current, some of the part of the earth or the land mass it is going down. Then we can see the example it is given, the tsunami, the earth's pandemonium. It is the tsunami or a harbor wave struck havoc on the Indian Ocean on 26th December 2014, and the waves was a result of the earthquake that had its epic meter close to the western boundary of Sumatra. It is near to Japan, and that is in the western boundary of Sumatra, and where it is started an earthquake in the ocean or the boundary of that landmass. From there the tsunami started in 2004 January 26. The magnitude of the earthquake was 9.0 on Richter scale, as the Indian plate went under the Indian plate went under the Burma plate, where was the sudden movement of the ocean floor causing the earthquake. Why the earthquake happened? Because of the plate changes that we studied in 6th standard, how it is moving. The each and every plate it is moving, and stacking is sometime it will collide. Some area it will come up, some area it will go down. Like that the Burma and Indian plate collide, and Indian plate that is went under the Burma plate. That's why what happened? Earthquake. And the ocean floor was displayed by about 10 to 20 meters and tilted the downwardly direction. So tilted in the downward direction. It is came like that. It is 20 meters heighted waves came. A huge mass of ocean water flowed to fill the gap that was being created by the displacement. What happened? There was a because of the water, it is went to two different areas, or it went to left and right because of that earthquake. So it is made a huge gap. Then this marked the withdrawal of the water mass from the coastline and the landmass of the South and Southeast Asia. So the which one it is in the side of the landmass, they experience the tsunami in that area. It is filled with water in that area. Then after thrusting of the Indian plate below the Burma plate, the water mass rushed back towards the coastline. Again, after the becoming like that, the up and downs of this place, that's why what happened, the water that is rushed to the coastline area. Tsunami traveled at the speed about 800 per kilometer per hour. Means normally one scooter or car or bike, bullet, like that things, it is going up to 120 per kilometer like that, but the tsunami waves or the water speed, water movement speed, it was 800 per hour. So that is the commercial aircraft, and completely that is the equal the speed, or we can compare the speed of the commercial aircraft, and completely washed away some of the islands in Indian Ocean. Not only Indian islands, other islands in other country islands also submerged in the water. Indira Point, that already we said that one. Then next, as the waves moved from earthquake epicenter from Sumatra towards the Andaman Nicobar and Sri Lanka, waves length and decreased with the decreasing depth of water. So the water speed, when it started in Sumatra, it was 800 per kilometer. Then slowly it is coming down to 700 per kilometer. Then afterwards it is reaching, when it is reached to the coastal area of India, that time it was only 70 kilometers per hour. That was the condition. Then also we faced this much problem. Then when it started with 800 meters per hour, kilometers per hour, or 700 kilometers per hour, how much they suffered. Okay, rest of the things you can read. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day.